Good morning, everybody. Welcome to ZB Farms. We are gonna take today and do kind of like a homestead day. So what that entails is we are actually going to be making tallow, so beef tallow. We are also going to be making chicken broth and possibly goat cheese if I have the space on the stove. But chicken broth is a must because we need it for tonight's dinner. So I actually already have that going. Simple, just chicken bones, and I have actually a rotisserie chicken that we had the bones from. So toss those in there, a bunch of scraps, and then topped it off with water. So that is going. Now, one cool fact with chicken broth is you can actually do it and you want to keep going until the bones literally crumble from just you putting pressure on them. The reason for that is that means all the nutrients have been taken out and put into the broth like you want. So we're going to do this first batch. We'll see what the bones look like afterwards. With rotisserie chicken, it tends to only be like one, maybe two batches. So we'll do that. But then I don't have the space on the rest of my stove or counters to do the tallow. So the tallow is over here. It was frozen. It is working on thawing out and softening up just a little bit. So we're gonna give it just a little bit longer. Ooh, that's stuck. But we're gonna give it just a little bit longer to kind of soften a little bit more so I can chop it into small pieces. If you have a meat grinder or something like a food processor or something that can break it down really small, that's actually best. I think I have a food processor, but I don't want to break it with frozen anything. So we're gonna just chop these down super fine. But before I can do that, I have to get my stove cleaned off over here. So I got to get all of this cleared out. We got to get things washed, which a lot of this is also milking stuff from when I milked the goats this morning. So we are going to get started on all of that, and then we'll get started on the tallow. Now, the tallow is something that from all of my research, I have not done this before, but from all of my research, it stinks. So we will be opening windows in this kitchen and turning fans on, just to kind of help keep everything going. So let's get started. Oh yeah, there are a couple of things like with the tallow that we're going to be using it for. We're going to use it, of course, for cooking purposes. We're trying to lessen our seed oil intake. So tallow will be used for that. But then also it is a great product in soaps and lotions for your skin. So we're going to try that in some of my homemade soap. So let's get cleaning.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
So now we're done with the cleaning stage. So now we're gonna start cutting this into small pieces and get it into our crock. And this will render down very slowly, and I'm gonna prep those windows open. Now you want these to be in super small pieces so that they melt down better. So that's as small as I can really cut it up. And when rendering tallow or lard at any point, you want to make sure that you start low and slow, but also you want to put very little fat into the bottom of this and get that going first. And the reason for that is because then if you put too much weight on the top, what will happen is the bottom will start to scald. So we'll start with this, get a nice thin layer. I'll add a little bit more, and we'll just keep adding to it. Let's keep going. So now we're gonna keep this low and slow to go ahead and cook. I'm gonna get more chopped up and get it added to this. And then we'll keep going and working through the day. Now this is simmering. I gotta turn it up just a little bit, but this is simmering and this will go for another few hours. And then this will be ready to process. This has to be pressure canned. Broth always needs to be pressure canned for 90 minutes for the quarts and 75 for the pints. And then this, the beef tallow, this does not have to be processed in a pressure can or anything. You just keep it hot, pour it into mason jars, and then let it cool naturally. And it will be shelf stable for a year and in the fridge for even longer. So we're gonna get this going and we're gonna keep chopping. I got 4 more whole things of beef suet over here, and then I also have a bunch more in the freezer outside. So once these get low, then I'll start pulling the other ones out and see. It depends on how much this pot will be able to hold. That's gonna be the deciding factor. So our tallow has been rendered down. It looks pretty good now. It's like a golden amber color, but it should turn white. Keyword there, should turn white when we get it into jars. We just have to get all the cracklings out. Now, in here, that is actually tallow that, as I've stirred it, to come off the spoon, and it looks pretty darn white. So we should be all set. But I'm just gonna turn the heat up just a little bit more on this and get everything set up to get this into another pot, another stainless steel pot. And then what I'll do is strain it from there. We're going to use a fine mesh strainer and cheesecloth, if I can find the cheesecloth. I see it. I can find it. But we're going to use cheesecloth and a fine mesh strainer to strain out all of the cracklings. And yeah. So this should be all set. And then what we'll do is we'll warm it back up and get it into jars, because if it's warm, it'll actually sterilize the jars as it goes. So yeah, we'll do that, and I just have to get my metal strainer or my metal funnel that's downstairs for my mason jars, so that way I can use that rather than a plastic one, because that would not be good. I think I have a plastic one. I need to get rid of it. So we just have to get those and get the jars to put this in, and then it'll be shelf stable in those airtight jars. And before I step away, in this pot here is the chicken broth, and it is looking good. It is smelling good. We will use some of this for our dinner tonight. Tonight we are making a katsu udon. So it's a Japanese style udon soup with chicken katsu, which is basically just fried chicken. It's fried in with a panko bread crumb. So we're going to be having that for dinner tonight. So I am really excited, because I was going to do katsu curry, which is what chicken katsu normally is served with. However, I know for a fact my family does not like curry, so I don't want to give them curry if they're not going to enjoy it. So we're going to do that. But we're going to get the next steps going for this tallow, which is straining all of the cracklings out. Today is a very busy day. We have pigs to move. Now it's only going to be two of them. It's going to be Bo and Big Red. Bo and Big Red are getting moved out here where these canopies are. They are going to work on starting to till the ground where our corn is going to be. So that's what's happening, is they're going to get into that area, start breaking all of that up for us. So we have to build a fence. Now the reason Houdini's not going is because he does not respect electric fences. To be honest, he completely ignores them. So he is going to be staying put.
Not be in my way would be
Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secret start.
Thank you for realizing I was there. That would suck.
Secret start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secret start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
I don't care about the plastic part.
Well, later.
Sorry. No, he's helping us actually.
He's creating tunnels under the ground.
Yeah, everybody's in the ground. He's helping too. Not a rat. Man. It's a heel. It's a heel ant. It helps the ground. That's it.
So we got these tarps moved out of where the pigs are gonna go. So the pigs are right there, are gonna be moved in there. We got them out and out here, mainly just so it can dry overnight tonight, and then we'll fold them up tomorrow and put them away. But you can see it, so you can kind of see where these tarps worked. Unfortunately, one of them got twisted and so it didn't work as well. But the pigs will start turning this. And then also on top of that, I do have a broad fork to help with getting this area taken care of. But this is going to be our corn patch. And then over this way, we're going to start doing tomatoes and everything. However, unfortunately this winter, or not unfortunately, sadly this winter, it looks like we lost a couple of apple trees. This one we knew was starting to go because it had too many holes in the middle and it completely rotted out on the inside and it started falling this winter. We have one that was already collapsed over here that we need to cut down. There's 2 over there that just died. And yeah, so we lost a couple of apple trees. Luckily, I do have apple trees coming in about 2 weeks. We have apple trees coming a few more. So we're gonna get this taken care of. Tomorrow we're gonna get the pigs moved over into their new home. Again, it is just Bo and Big Red because Houdini, he's tearing apart even our chicken coop right now. So it's just gonna be Bo and Big Red as they respect this electric fence. So now we got to start moving these bricks onto the trailer and then we'll get that taken care of and cleaned up because that's the whole goal, keeping clean.
Or good all around.
All right, it's moving day. The pigs are getting moved. So now we got to do this.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from
Pigs are moved.
Life
We go
just open the door.
are all sunbathing.
I'll always be yours.
That went much better than I anticipated. Luckily, these pigs, Bo and Big Red, have actually gotten a lot more friendly towards people. So it was great. We just have to get their water out there, and then I need to get 2 more containers so that I can feed them and make it easier because of having to walk all the way out there. But that's it. They're ready to go. All right, people, I need some help from you guys. I need some good thinkers because Houdini here, as you know, that's why he got his name. He finds ways out of anywhere that we put him. Now, this has been the longest standing place he's been able to stay on the farm, but unfortunately, he is digging holes. So right there, I just had to put a new brick. Right here, I had to put something down. But he is digging holes, and I know he's trying to get to our other 2 pigs because he wants to be with them. But he does not respect fences at all. He doesn't respect electric fences. He doesn't respect any sort of fence. We give him plenty of toys for him to play with, but he still is digging out. Now, we dug this fence down 6 to 12 inches the entire way around this place. And he finds these weak points and uses them to his advantage. So if anybody has any tips on how best to keep that silly pig from getting out, I would be very grateful. Now, I am going to come through and I am going to get more dirt and rocks piled up. But we don't have the rocks to pile up yet. Because my plan is to build like a raised garden on the outside of this to keep it beautiful for our chickens. But he has let several chickens escape now at this point. So I don't know what to do. Anybody want a pig? He's sweet. But no, he literally has destroyed this brand new chicken run. And I know he just wants to get to Bo and Big Red. Like, I know it. I get it. He doesn't want to be out here bored. But he does have the turkeys. He does have all that stuff. However, like I said, he does not respect electric fences. Bo and Big Red do. And they're going to be back together. It's just for like a month and a half. It's just until the middle of May. Not even. Then the other two will be back here. Because they're just over there to till the land. I don't know. I don't know. He's got plenty to dig. He's got plenty of toys. Like, the other two don't even have toys. Because we haven't gotten anything out to him. He's got plenty. He's got all of them. I don't know. So any tips from you guys would be wonderful. So we do have a broody hen. She came down really quick to eat, but she does come back up here. And the boys, even though I keep asking them not to, they keep taking eggs. So I'm going to date them and tell the boys and the kids, all three of them actually, to make sure they don't take the ones that have dates on them. Because we're going to let Mama do her thing and hatch out a few chicks. We don't always do this, but with it being spring, we'll let Mama have her way. And we don't get a lot of broody chickens. We only get like one at a time, maybe. And it usually only happens like once a year. So if it was a lot more often, we absolutely would not let that happen. But we got some really great chicks out of Delta, who is no longer here on our farm. She got left at my best friend's house. But Delta actually hatched us. He is not from this farm, but she hatched Cat, our main rooster. So she did a really good job. So we're gonna let this chicken do her thing too, which she's already back on the nest. Told you, she just hops off long enough to grab something to eat and some water. And then she goes back on and she kicks any chickens off that are on there. So I got to use both my hands because I got to feed the goats and manage to sneak through to feed Bo and Big Red out in the field. I got to make that job easier. But yeah, so she has 4 eggs under her. I may put 1 or 2 more. But yeah, we're just going to let her have some eggs to hatch and see what comes of it.